beautiful soul. Today I'm going to discuss with you about how our insecurities can impact us a lot. Okay, so first of all, if you're not subscribed to my channel, you gotta subscribe. And if you are watching me on Instagram and you're not following me, why? Why would you want to miss out on me? No, don't do that. Okay, so let's begin. Uh, I personally have been dealing with a lot of insecurities, especially recently, as since I started my business and I started to really come in alignment with my honest and vulnerable and authentic self expression, right? So, when I wake up and I want to dress up however I want to dress up, on a regular day and take my dog out for a walk, and people give me side eye, you know, and not everybody. Sometimes people are really mesmerized, but most of the time it used to, in the beginning, was like lot of side eye. Okay, and when I started to post on, like, get on social media, and I was just like, um you know just like putting my raw self out, I started to feel very insecure. Like, what if people watch me and they judge me on my financial background? And when I was like, being very vulnerable in the past 2 3 months, I couldn't even pay my rent. I was barely having money to feed myself and my dog, and right now also, as I'm making my video, like this video, I have my bill, rent and everything due. I have no money for food. Okay, but I do have like some groceries available in the kitchen, so I know I can eat for 2 days and I can feed my dog. But yeah, um I really want to eat dates and fruits, like, it's not nice to be in this position. But anyway, I was feeling very insecure, like, what if people know this about me, and then excuse me, I was, I couldn't hang out with people like where I live, because I feel like, oh my god, they are very well settled, they have their own work going on, their own businesses going on, their own, they're very stable in their life. Why would they want to hang out with me, or like, if they know this about me, that I'm just getting by, nobody would want to hang out with me. And like 3 4 years ago also, like, people were like, when people who were like doing their job and all of that, I would be very insecure, like, oh, I because I didn't had that. Like, I was like, just, figuring out life. I didn't know whether I wanted to, but I definitely knew I didn't wanted to work, like 9 to 5, because it just, I'm a very creative person. So I was too ashamed to be hanging out with people who had the job and all, because that means that they had, like, financial source, they had stability, and I didn't. Anyway, so, you know like, our insecurities can really hijack us. I know we can all have insecurities in regards to our financial, where we are socially, whether we are doing better than our neighbors, whether we are having better house than our neighbors and all of that, all these things. But you gotta understand, don't let yourself be distracted, remain rooted in your prayer, in your intentions, in daily journaling, spending time in nature, because then you will be grounded back into what is important. It is not important that you had better house than your neighbor or better house than your friend. What is important is that you have healthy habits, that your connection with God is, you are cultivating that, and then God will guide you to be resourceful. Our Everyone's journey is very unique, all of us, and we should really not be looking at what other people have or don't have. We should be only focused on ours, and when we see other people doing, having better things, doing better, it's good, they are on their journey. And I know sometimes we can have these thoughts, but As long as you are, really rooted in God, in your prayer, in your own rituals, in your own self care, you would not be distracted. You would not be feeling sad or getting distracted by the sadness of why you don't have that thing. Sometimes, other people's successes, other people achievements can be the mirror of our own potential. So sometimes God will put other people in front of you with the things that God wants you to have. But if you are being jealous and like, oh my God, but jealousy also, like whatever emotion you have, um like yesterday I saw a girl and she was driving a Thar, and she was like, I knew her, like we're not friends, but yeah, we are acquaintance, okay, but I didn't know that she has Thar, and I didn't know that she could drive. I know that she could ride, and she's like wonderful other ways, but like I was just so happy for her always. But then when yesterday I saw her in a Thar, I was like, what, she has that amount of freedom in her life, that amount of like richness and all of that. And for 2 minutes I was very distracted, but then I was like, okay, I was like, went deep into that emotion. Give me a moment. I went deep into that emotion. Like, why did I feel that way when I saw her driving the Thar? What is that feeling? And sometimes, it is like when you dive deep into the jealousy, you will realize you want that thing. Sometimes you will realize it's not the exact thing that you want, it's just the joy. So sometimes, like, so suppose you see like a singer singing on stage, and you're like, what? And then the singer is singing and they are just expressing themselves, their expression beautifully, creatively, and without any hesitation. It's that what you want, to be able to express your own unique creativity and self expression, not necessary that you want to have the singing. Sometimes it could be like you may see a singer singing and people are joyful, they're making people dance, people enjoying. So it's not that you want exact that thing that you sing and other people are joyfully enjoying it, but you want to create, share your expression and find your right audience, find people in aligned people for your own unique creativity, your own product and things like that. You gotta dive deep, like sometimes when I see, all these rock stars and singers like Tyla and all, what I really want is, what I see in them, like they have so much safety in expression, because how I grew up, girls were brought up in shame. They have to be always in shame, they couldn't express themselves. But when I see all these singers, they can wear whatever they want, they can sing whatever, they can just, express themselves, and there is so much safety for them. Like people like there is safety for them. No one can, shame them or suppress them in any way. So that's what I see, so I want that. You gotta dive deep, okay. And I know we went a little bit off topic, but coming back to the insecurities, uh what is this? There is some smoke. What is this that's like blocking my, anyway, see, throat chakra. We gotta, mm, excuse me. Anyway, uh, coming back to the insecurities, we all will all have self reflection is a very powerful tool, okay. We gotta see what we are afraid of, we gotta see what we are running away from, what emotions are we running away from, what is overwhelming for us. We gotta know what we are insecure about and how these insecurities are stopping us, because when we are aware of them, we can make a choice to not let them stop us. All the people that I feel like, oh my god, they're doing so good and they wouldn't want to be friends with me, that's my judgment. That's not, because when people are doing really good, they actually genuinely want to help others, you know and when I can, when I or we can judge them like, oh my god, they're doing so good, huh? you know we are stopping us from the help that we can receive from them, the learnings that we can receive from them, you know and but anyway, the purpose of this video is that you stay rooted and grounded and solid in your connection with God, because God will guide you, lead you. Stay strong in your connection with Mother. She will guide you, she will lead you, and not let you get distracted from all these, insecurities and like limiting beliefs, because it's all really a distraction from our purpose. I can, it is life, your life will become really peaceful and happier when you are focused upon your thing, how it is very happy, no sorry, it is very healthy to see your sadness when we, there are, when we want something and we have been working towards it and we don't have it, and we see other people having it, getting it, there is certain amount of sadness that can come up, and it is very healthy to see that, to validate that. And then when you are doing that, you will naturally be led to something beautiful within, inside of you. Some kind of guidance will occur. It's just really beautiful. And other times, don't let yourself be distracted, and you wouldn't be if you are building that connection with God and Mother Earth. You wouldn't get distracted by the egoic battles of the world, and you will find yourself genuinely being happy for the other people's successes. You will find yourself being inspired by others instead of living in jealousy and all of that from the others, you know uh, yeah, focus on God and building that connection with the God. Stay like journaling and all of that. It's a really powerful tool, and you can also, if you want to ground back into your heart space, book a one-on-one intuitive guidance session with me for intuitive guidance, psychic guidance, spiritual guidance, in order to move through, shame, fear, guilt, low confidence, unworthiness, wounds, and all of that. It will and for intuitive therapy. Yeah, and also you can get my deeper support in my 12 weeks of mentorship, where we will work towards building solid self-love, moving through unprocessed emotions from many years, and ancestral wounds that have been stopping you in coming into your power and in building. Excuse me, I think I am having cough. Anyway, so in my 12 weeks of mentorship, we will work towards, working through ancestral wounds that are stopping you from coming in your full power. And if you feel like, oh my god, I'm not gifted enough and all of that, I don't have anything to offer to the world, let me show you the gifts that you have inside of you. In our 12 weeks, we will discover your unique creative gifts, and just like, that self-love and that connection with inner child, that brings all of the magic, so we will work towards it and align you back into your power, into your confidence, into your magic, into your creativity, into your unique essence, into your, you know that like beautiful energy, that is the truest and authentic version of you. Like, yeah, link of that is in my bio, and you can also donate for my rent, food, and bills. It will help me and support me and encourage me a lot. Link of that is also in my bio. And I also want to invite you to check out my magic paintings. When you keep them around, they act as a magnet in your life and magnetize high vibrations and peaceful, powerful, magical energies and positive energies into your life. This painting says, dearest God, dearest Mother Earth, thank you for guiding me. Thank you for leading my way. The magic of this painting is such that when you live around it and you bring it in your life, you will find yourself moving in this world very courageously, confidently, boldly, bravely. You know how Mother Earth and God sees you, because you can be like, oh, I am not good enough, I am not this enough, I can't have it and all of that. But the way that God sees you, Mother Earth sees you in your full glory, and you will find yourself, like, you know, really witness yourself moving in this world as that, like, you know, like in your full power, how like God will want you to move. And you will find yourself also moving towards the love, the life, the career, the money, the joy that God and Mother Earth wants you to have. You know, because you can really play small. You can be like, oh, I am only worthy of that, this much and that much, I can only have this kind of love and all of that. But God and Mother Earth wants you to have like best of the best, and you will start to witness yourself moving towards best of the best. And that's how I've been living around this painting. Okay, it's been 1 year and I have been so brave and courageous, and the magic that I have witnessed, and the peace and the guidance and the wisdom that I have received, and the alignment with, because of this painting, it's magic, pure magic, peaceful, sacred energy. Fridge magnets are available, link of them is in my bio. And also you can hire me, like, okay, and I will channel a customized magic painting for you that will bring extraordinary magic, success, high vibrations, peacefulness, good health, positive energy, love, and like really sacred energies of harmony. And you know, just like this beautiful loving energy. For some reason I'm just seeing, you know, roses and like just wow, beautiful things that I'm seeing right now. So yeah, this collaboration, you know, between us, of me making a painting, like you hiring me for it and me channelizing that painting for you, it's just very beautiful. You know, my magic paintings are very sacred offering, truly. Link of them is in my bio. And yeah, I'm really excited for this. Look at my butterfly, and yay, I love this. See you in another video, okay?